Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection Twin Twist figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to do some comparisons with him and his original Generation 1 self. We can then of course do some comparisons with him and some other figures that have shared the same mould, and I'll also be able to show you where they got his colour scheme from, because it is based on the Diaclone colours for him, which was also used on the back of the battle scene in one of the 1985 boxes, so I can show you that as well. So let's get started then. Quite a bit to get through with you, and I want to start off of course by looking at this absolutely beautiful looking box. It came packed very securely from Hasbro Pulse in one of these tiny little shippers and in another big box, so it's completely safe, as you can see. Now the first thing that I want to show you straight away is what has got to be the biggest Easter egg ever. That is of course Whirl, definitely in the background there, and as of yet not named in part of this collection, so maybe he'll be making an appearance in of course Wave 2, and maybe this guy as well, Emirate Zaron, who is behind. Once we've got all these together, I will show you the picture of that. We've of course got the Legacy artwork down the side there. We can see on the back that he's going to take 18 steps to transform, and he's got a little Titan Master as he's now known. And then on this side again we've got some more Legacy artwork. Right, let's open this guy up and have a look what's inside. So we're expecting obviously all the parts, and of course there's supposed to be a build-up hammer as well. I think it's only made out of cardboard obviously, but it's going to be interesting to see exactly. Yeah, you can see it there, it says D on it. So let's slide this out nice and carefully. Oh dear, is he in restraints? Has he been naughty? I don't know what that is. That's completely stunned me obviously. There's his instructions. That looks like it's going to be the hammer handle. Looks like the accessories are tucked away in here. Will these just come out, or are they all sellotaped in? I don't know what to say with that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set him free from there, and I'm going to come straight back to you. Okay then, so I literally have set him free from his cardboard prison. It was just a very simple case of cutting the sellotape there, and this is of course where the weapons were. So let's do some first impressions, and the colour scheme on this, the thing you notice straight away is it is just popping. It is lovely. This is a beautiful shade of, I don't even know if it's dark blue, it is more purple, but it's really working. It's very vibrant. As I say, popping I suppose is the best word, and I hope that the this picture's doing it a bit of justice. Of course we now know that it is a Titan Master. I'm going to keep him in there just for now because this is just first impressions. So because of that, we've got full rotation and articulation in the head. The shoulders you can see are on a ball and socket, so we know that's going to have again full range of articulation. There is a waist swivel, there's a bicep flexion, there is a wrist swivel, although I think I did actually pull it out, so maybe it isn't supposed to do that. And we've got knee flexion, and we've got ankle tilts a little bit, but yeah, again what you'd expect with a newish figure. This obviously is a reuse of the mold for the Titan's Return, I believe, but articulation is great, head sculpt is great. All the stickers, all the mark on all the tampographs, Autobot logo there looking brilliant, shining. The subtle yellow and reds just really good. Not very hollow at the back either. All this is tucked away and tucked inside quite neatly. Does look great. The weapons come joined together like this in the packaging, so we can just separate these. And of course we've got the instructions, nice and small and compact as well. Right, I think that's enough for first impressions. Let's have a look at him in his alternate mode. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, he's in his alternate mode ready. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. It's for a couple of reasons. One, to keep the main length of the video down, and two, with this being a new figure, I don't want to spoil it for yourselves. You know, sometimes there's nothing like that first experience of transforming a figure. So again, if you don't want that ruining, it's not going to be ruined for you. However, if you do want to see it, it will be uploaded separately so you can watch it if you want. With regards to the alternate mode though, look, it's great. This colour scheme is just really working with this particular mould. The blue, dark blue, purple, whatever it is, again, just looks brilliant. Lovely silver on the drill bits at the front. Nice bit of detail there. Lovely translucent red plastic in the cockpit, works really well. If you want to be a little bit picky, but it's not too bad, of course this is just a molded piece. The treads don't go around at all. However, there's still quite a bit of detail in there, and it still looks good enough. If you've got it on a flat surface, you do have some wheels there and there though. It probably won't go on carpet, but you know what I mean, it will go round and round and actually be functional. You can push it backwards and forwards. Pretty much everything's tucked up all neatly in there as well, and I think it looks really good. We've obviously got the 5mm pegs, holes here, where we can attach some of the accessories, and I'll show you that in a second. And of course, since the original use of this mold, things have changed massively, so we can attach weaponizers, battle masters, fossilizers, absolutely everything we can attach to this, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's have a quick look at his original Generation 1 self though, and it's, you know, it's quite a bit different, isn't it? Let's be honest, which of course it will be, because there's so many years difference between this, but you can still get the idea about what the figure is and where it's came from. If you want to see the original one with this in more detail, just type in Jump Starters to the channel, and you can see the little gimmick where they did actually flip and jumped into the robot mode. It's pretty cool, to be fair. Anyway, let's move that and let's see what this guy can do. So this is his head. It doesn't actually have a name with this particular release of this figure, but this is of course a little robot as well, and you can see he's got a bit of articulation as well. And what we can do is we can use him as a driver. Now what we need to do, obviously lift this up. You can see we've got a tab there, and there's a cutout there. Now to get this guy to sit properly, you have to lift the arms up. If you don't lift the arms up, he won't fit at all. In fact, I'll show you. I'm just going to keep the arms down. I'm going to sit him in like this, and if I'm being dead honest, this is something that completely bemused me for ages. It won't sit down at all, it won't fit, and I thought it was because of the other mode I'm going to show you in a second. However, if you take the arms, lift them up, basically you're just lifting them out of the way, and if we then reattach him into the cockpit like so, push him right back, arms up, and hey presto, you've got a driver, and he looks great. Now that totally looks like a Diaclone figure now, with the little driver inside. So with the accessories that came with this particular figure, we've got two blasters like this, and these can be used individually like so. You could pop them either low, that looks cool, that looks really good, or high, which to be fair again is still looking good. I'm just wondering while I'm here, will the original G1 one fit in? No, it's maybe at the top, it's just not. No, it's not going to fit, unfortunately. But I think either place of putting these looks good, to be honest. It's really good. But this is super cool. Watch this. You can get these two weapons. You can join these together via them tabs. You can sit this on the outside as well. And this is a bit like a sidecar on a bike. And this is, again, probably one of the main reasons why I thought, why is he not going to fit? And again, there's your same cutouts. Here's everything lined up. And there you go. Another way that you can drive and move. And of course, as I always, try to relate back to, this is a toy. It is based for children to play with. Yes, we're lucky enough that we can get them and display them, but the playability factor for this is brilliant. Before we move back to the robot for the final time, let's have a quick look at this. And what looks like we need to do is fold this, and that's all I'm going to do. That's definitely going to be the handle rather, and that can just wait there. So what we need to do then, come back for the final time with him in his robot mode, do a few more comparisons, and of course see how he displays. Okay then, back for the final time in his robot mode. Our main reason for this is the way that I'm going to be choosing to display him. So let's take his head, let's transform him back. So carefully fold the arms back. You can see that these probably can pop off quite easily, to be honest. Fold it over and just make sure again it's nice and secure, and pop his head into, is it going to go? Brilliant, there we go, that's gone back into position, no issues whatsoever. So let's have a look at what we can do with the accessories in robot mode. So pretty obviously these are joined together. You can actually use the main pin that way, and you can use it to fire as a big gun like that. That's a little bit loose actually, didn't realize it was as loose as that. but it's, you know, it's not too bad, is it? And of course, if you wanted to, you can put a Titan Master inside and he will actually obviously hold in place there as well. We can separate this, and we've got the most obvious, which will be the normal guns like so, in each hand that way round, which again looks cool. This guy's super posable, to be fair, really good. We can then take these, and we've got bits on the side of here. Oh, that's just come out. Is that an actual hole, or have I just made that up? Nope, it is. It will go there. So again, as I've mentioned, there's fossilizers, there's battle masters, etc, etc. This gives you an option to have him like that and still be able to hold on to other weapons and fire them as well. And then I think there's one more option as well by the looks of this, because we've got the other, yeah, we have there, we've got these at the top. This is going to look good. I can already tell this is going to look good up there. And again, you're going to be able to totally power these guys up. Let's have him standing up straight. Yep, that's another good way to display him. I think that looks great. Right, what we'll do very quickly, this is the G1 version. Again, unfortunately, not the Diaclone one, so it's a completely different colour scheme. But you'll be able to see, funnily enough, where the original owner of this mould got the homage from. So this is, of course, the original use from the Titan's Return. It is just massively redecoed, and let's be honest, they both look really good. I don't know which looks best, to be fair. This one, maybe the new one, just because of the new colour scheme with it. And then this one's a bit of an obscure one. This is the Fall of Cybertron version. Let me just fold his feet out so he's going to stand up for you as well. This is nothing like any of these, but that's because this is based on the game of the character. Now, talking of, as I say, the colour scheme and everything, I don't actually have the Diaclone figure. However, what was said by the Hasbro designer as well, who designed this, that this colour scheme obviously was based on that, but it's also the same as on the back of the box. So this is one of the boxed figures of this, well, of this particular original figure, and it's quite hard to make out. I've got a few things to help you though. So right underneath Sludge there, I don't know if you could make it out. This is, let's have a look, this is it zoomed in. There it is zoomed in. And you can see that is, again, the Diaclone colours. They did make a lot of mistakes on the back of these. And of course, notoriously, this is the biggest one. That is, of course, Trax, but that is the red Trax, which is, of course, the Diaclone version. And that is probably why that is there as well. If you want to see in a little bit more detail, there's one bit of something else I managed to find to show you. This, in my opinion, I know we're just diversifying very quickly, it's probably my favourite book from Transformers. This is Legacy, and this is the packaging book. And it's literally just pictures of packaging. So if you wanted to see that in a little bit more detail and not on a computer screen, here again is that image. And then if I just zoom in there underneath Sludge, no, it's still not very clear, but that's what they're saying it's based on. So as well as the Diaclone colour scheme, he does actually make an appearance, which I think is great as well, on the back of the box. But I really think that I've exhausted everything there is to say about this. You can tell I'm impressed. I really like it. I like the figure, I like the mold, I like the character, and I just definitely think they need to do a wave 2 to get some of the other figures out as well. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope it helped you with your decision if you wanted to get one for yourselves. Let me know if you've got one pre-ordered or if you're thinking about getting one now. And of course, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.